YOLO. How we all doing? Welcome to Sir Nerd and Dylan Hammond. Welcome to this, not this morning, welcome to this afternoon's live stream. Mario Kart World. The reason why I'm live is I've been awake since 8 p.m. Why? Because I had to do some stuff earlier today. So, why not play with y'all? How are we all doing? We're live in the building. Live with even more? Is it even more? Yeah. We're live with even more Mario Kart World. Let's go. Now I know what the hood's gonna be saying. Great. You shoot Mario Kart World again? Why are you so goated like that? The reason is, shit, I don't know, man. I'm just that goated. But yeah, happy Friday, everyone. I'm streaming right now because I do got work later today, so I might as well stream 2 hours and then go to work. So yeah. Sorry, I haven't eaten my wings yet, so I'm gonna take a minute to go eat them. There we go. Yeah, actually, I was checking to see if anything was happening today on the Nintendo World. Seems like nothing interesting has been announced, so. Oh, by the way, it's Friday the 13th. Luca Friday. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just browsing Twitter. Yeah, it seems like nothing has been happening right now. It's also that time where the NFL teams officially announce themselves that the teams that they are signing and doing trades. There we go. I'm still thinking Max Crosby. The Max Crosby trade. That was fucking crazy, bro. He got traded to the Ravens. Failed his physical. Failed his physical. Oh my god. And then got sent back to the Raiders. The trade got canceled. Alright. You join? Man, I forgot I'm wearing the Robin light. What sucks is since I've been up since 8 p.m. What sucks is since I've been up at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. It's that my body's probably gonna crash. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens down the line. We'll see what happens down the line. I am not joining a thing where it just started. Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, that's just not happening. I'm sorry. What? Like a million? Like 10 million copies and it got me into the one race that just started? Bro, is this like a thing the game has? Is this like a thing I'm just not aware of? Why is this happening? I guess in order to yap, because I'm such a yapper. I am such the yappiest yapper of all yapping. I saw a tweet where it was like heartbreaking the video game parody song you loved as a kid isn't actually that good. I feel like that's most video game parody songs. Like, when you're like 10, you think it's like the coolest thing ever. You think it's better than real music. It's better than real music. You listen to it as an adult and you're just like, nah, actually, what the fuck was I thinking? I'd just say some of the most iconic video game songs you can imagine. Oh my god, twice in a row. I'm literally going in ASAP. And it's putting me in the one race. It's putting me in the one. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? Alright, we actually in a race? Okay. Like, I feel like the video game songs you hear about the most are, like, you know, the ones that stand the test of time. But it's like, that's like basically the survival like the survival bias. The survival bias. Like, you know how, like, you know, the survivors are the ones to tell the story? So I feel like that's like the survivor bias with like video game music. I feel like for like video game music, did I see a certain artist's name? I felt like I just saw it. Yep, that's him. That's him. I feel like I actually should play Bonanza. Bonanza is like one of those like games that like I feel like I should play. Like, I know it's gonna be a banger. It's by the Odyssey team. The Odyssey team, oh, she was goated. Can't believe we're growing up in a generation where like people are now gonna say Odyssey was like a GOAT game. Or Odyssey was like the game they grew up on. It's like, damn it, is it really been about to be a decade since the last 3D Mario? That's fucking crazy. Can't even find a lobby that's wrapping up, on God. Yeah. Oh yeah, but what I was saying was, I remember I saw that tweet where it was like heartbreaking. The video game parody song you liked as a kid isn't actually that good. And it's like, I feel like that's most video game songs. I feel like the video game songs that stand the test of time, like I guess an example would be most of the Living Tombstone's like Five Nights at Freddy's songs. Like, I feel like those are the ones that stand the test of time, and it's like, oh my god, they're so goated. They're so goated. But it's like, I feel like if you listen to like a lot of video game songs from like back in the day, it's like you kind of realize that they weren't really like that good. Like, it's like, I don't want to be like, it's like, sometimes you don't want to be rude and be like, okay, it's kind of like about an indie creator and this and that, but it's like, also at some times, you just gotta be like, was it that good? Or were people a little bit too nice? There are some video game parody songs where it's like, they were actually pretty much bangers. I mean, come on, I like the Five Nights at Freddy's songs that stand the test of time. Obviously, those are the ones where it's like, they're goated. They're goated. But then you hear some songs and it's just like, alright, buddy. Woo! I think one video game parody song that's kind of fascinating to me is a DA Games Baldi song, because the song was basically a fuck you to like the annoying fans that were begging him to do like parody songs of this and that and whatever was trendy. So he basically made the Baldi song as like a F you to Baldi fans. And I don't blame them. Who is actually a Baldi's fan? Like, unironically, like who's riding and dying with that shit? Some video game parody songs would go to like Fallen Kingdom, yes. Like some Minecraft parody songs, they were fucking goated. Like, they were so goated. They were so goated. Oh. Baldi, like the school guy thing? Yeah. But I think the thing with the D.A. Baldi song is that the song was actually supposed to, like... It was kind of everything... Like, the song's not actually about, like, Baldi's basics, like, very loosely at max. But at the same time, I feel like that also captures the chaos of Baldi's basic, like, the best. Which is crazy. Who knew a Spite song would be, like, so... Who knew a Spite song would be so accurate? But The reason why I'm bringing this up is I got reminded of Star Bomb's existence, you know, like the Game Grumps music group, and I just realized, yeah, nope, those weren't really good. Those weren't good. I haven't listened to their discography, but I don't know. I feel like they were kind of like the discography where it's like you could just take a look at it, just take a look, and you just realize it's exactly what you think it is. And if you think exactly what it is, why even bother? Like, I feel like Star Bomb is actually the perfect encapsulation of basically, like, 2010s, like, 2010s internet nerd humor. Or, like, basically, just early 2010s internet humor in general. I feel like Star Bomb is actually the perfect encapsulation of that type of stuff. And, yeah, I'm kind of glad we moved on from that. I'm kind of glad we actually evolved with some humor in some ways. Because, wow, was that just... Man, that was a rough time. That was so rough. Man, when will kids play real education schemes like Sonic Schoolhouse? I don't know. I was right. Oh my god, it went in the one hallway. Man, okay, now I'm getting hit by every item you can imagine. Fucking... Oh my god! Got hit by every item you can think of. Fucking hell. I literally went from 4th to 15th because I couldn't stop getting hit. Nah. Okay, you know what actually was a good video game parody song? The Zelda rap by Smosh. That was actually good. It generally still felt very... It was not only a kind of good parody, I think it was a good parody because, I don't know, it still felt like it was somewhat, like, respectable. It still felt, like, respectable to, like, you know... It still felt like, like... You know, they actually respect the Zelda franchise, so it actually generally just felt like there was, like, some love in it. Why are we on Koopa Troopa Beach? Like, really? Out of all the maps you could have picked, you picked Koopa Troopa Beach? Don't you hate it when you're playing this game you have to scratch an itch? Oh yeah, that sucks. It sucks when that happens. So Naminsky's in. Whoa. But I was watching, also, at least it's not Desert Hills the Beach, I mean, you was right. But also, with me bringing up video game music, I also watch, Chazington's new, movie about the Smosh movie. And I felt like a lot of big YouTubers in, like, the early to mid-2010s was just doing anything except, like, their bread and butter just to, like, I don't know, expand the brand. Like, I don't know, I feel like anytime, I feel like nowadays, it's like, instead of it being exciting, it just kind of felt like, oh, yep, they're kind of expanding the brand. I mean, when you're 10, it's like, wow, they're getting so big now. But when you're like, you know, a grown adult, it's kind of like, alright, they're just doing this to kind of like expand their brand, which is like fine. But it's like sometimes you can kind of tell that they're really just there solely for that. Like, for example, the Smosh the movie, it was horrible. It was bad. It was so bad. But at the same time, it's like, it's so bad. But it's like, it's not like, oh man, they're just making this out of love. They want to do something different. It's like, no, you can definitely tell Ian and Anthony were just there, you can tell they were just there because, like, they got told, hey, we're gonna make a movie. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they just let it happen. They just coasted along. And you can tell they coasted along because they were executive producers. They could make changes to, like, some things to make it, like, better. But they were kind of just yes men to that. They were just really coasting. Oh, if that was still one lap, I would have won that. Surprised you didn't hit it back to me. Because I feel like that's usually what happens. Alright, we back. Also noticed another viewer joined in, Jerry Mouse. Let's go. Like the rat, not the rat. Is it? Yeah, it depends. Alright. Ooh, Shy Bazaar. You know we always gotta pick Shy Bazaar. Feels like it's been a minute since I've seen this game. How have we all been doing since last night's 6-hour thriller of a stream of Poker Night at the Inventory? Where's Bomb Blast? That's a great question. Nintendo leaked that shit. They actually posted a bomb on that shit, which means Bomb on Blast. Bomb on Blast was supposed to be on there. He's sitting there behind me. That's still a little crazy to me. Bomb on Blast got fucking leaked. Man. Also, another pet peeve that I'm gonna say, just because, I don't know, I'm just gonna say, just because I'm a yapper, I gotta talk, I gotta be a yipper yapper. And that is, I don't like whenever you talk about leaks and then some people are like, yo, why you gotta spoil it, man? Why you gotta, like, spoil it? It's like, dog, we don't even know if it's fucking real, man. It's like, come on, man. Be part of the excitement. It's like, oh man, where were you when this got leaked? Oh, I was actually off the internet because I didn't want to get spoiled. It's like, alright, buddy, you missed out on a pretty exciting day. Like, I get why, but like, I remember motherfuckers were saying, bro, why are you spilling the Mario leaks over that Super Mario Titan shit? I was like, dog, that shit's never happening, dog. Get the like, shut up, bro. Oh my lord. Seriously, out of all the items, it gave me a coin? Really? Hi. I take it people see leaks as confirmed and it's rumors, people don't. And if it's rumors, people don't take seriously. Yeah. Like, if it's a rumor, everybody's like, yeah, right. And pigs can fly. And if it's like a leak, all of a sudden, people just see it as 100% confirmed. When it's like, come on, dog. That Super Mario Titan shit is the biggest shit I've seen ever. God damn, we're in the dark age of leaks. Because anybody can make a leak now. With AI photos, anybody can make a leak. Anybody can make one. Back in the day, if you wanted to make a leak, bro, you had to be like a genius in Photoshop. You had to be a genius in Photoshop. Look up Mousy to the stream. Imagine how much worse AI leaks will be once when Smash gets. Oh, you should. Oh my god. I thought about it, but like when you really said it. Oh no, that's gonna be a nightmare. Smash Discourse is gonna be a nightmare when it comes out anyway. I remember I even said, I don't know if I said it on Twitter, but even I said, oh my god, the next Mario Kart Discourse is gonna be a fucking nightmare. And I was kind of right. The Mario Kart Discourse sucked. It sucked. Like, it genuinely sucked. Oh my god, this Smash Discourse is gonna be so bad. AI Smash leaks. Oh, why wasn't this and this in Smash? Oh, why isn't it this and this? Oh, why is this not just a 1v1 recreation of Melee? Oh my god, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna tell you that. It's gonna be a straight up nightmare. You're gonna see the worst takes known to human. Worst known takes known to anything. Like, even if you're pro, where you're like a creature, it's gonna be the worst known take to anything. Anything with a comprehensible brain is gonna be like, you're gonna see the worst takes ever. Hoax is a different story. I mean, yeah. Did they have the flipping lobby leaf? I think so. People said this game was active. Funny how they counted the fake leak of the 3D Mario game has not been deleted. I don't think Twitter gives a fuck about them enough to actually delete that. I think they say just keep it up just so we can all shame that dude. Boo, AI leaks, boo. Trust me, AI leaks is gonna be horrendous when Smash gets leaked. You're gonna see characters you never even thought of getting leaked for Smash. Welcome Pearl to the stream, glad you could stop by. They meant to say has now, as in it was deleted. Oh. It was? Or... oh, it has been deleted? My guess is it's not, oh man, Nintendo took it down, which means it's confirmed. No, it basically means they got flamed so hard that they got ashamed and deleted that shit. How you doing, Pro? We were talking about, leaks. What leaks? Like, video game leaks, because, we were talking about that trash-ass Super Mario Titans leak, that AI-generated leak. And I was talking about gaming leaks fell off so hard. Back in the day, if you saw a gaming leak, well, it could have been photoshopped, but at the same time, there was a level of believability, right? There was a level of believability, right? Like, and now, with AI images being a thing, now anybody can make their own leak. And therefore, you're gonna see the biggest bullshits you'll ever see. You're gonna see things you'll never see. Shit, y'all remember back in the day when that Grinch leak happened? And, like, that was crazy. Everybody thought, everybody was going crazy. And then, only Ken got announced out of that. Like, y'all remember the reason why I'm bringing up the Grinch leak is because the Grinch leak Nobody thought it was fake. Nobody thought it was fake until that Smash Direct, because they generally thought nobody would put in that much effort for a leak. They generally thought nobody would put in that much effort just for a lie. They thought nobody would do that. But it's Smash fans. They would do that. And guess what? Somebody did do that. Somebody did put in their time and effort. And like they did put in their entire time making that fake Smash leak. You just finished beating up biblically accurate Angel cassette beats? Nice. Everyone really thought they were going to announce like 7 fighters 1 month before the game, unless that was meant to be the final result after DLC. It was never going to realistically going to happen. I think they were just talking about DLC. I think it was just kind of DLC. But like I said, that was probably the peak of leaks. When the leak was considered so, when the thing was put so much effort into it, nobody thought it was fake because everybody had the assumption of who the hell would put in this much effort over a fake leak. And then somebody did. Alright, we got 10 people in. Like I said, Sug's game leaks anything you can imagine fell off because of AI. Like, Photoshops, I feel like you don't even see, like, real Photoshops anymore just because of AI. Like Super Mario Universe or Galaxy DS was made by robots itself for seconds. Yeah. Like Super Mario Galaxy DS, that was a fire leak. Or that was a fire fake leak. Like that was used as a class project. And he did a great job. Especially for what he was working with in like 2007. Oh my god, guys, I'm on a Reddit for a Lear and Smash Bros. Render art style. Lears and Smash. Google Gemini watermark in the corner. For real, bro. Like the Sora AI watermark in the corner, bro. I said, it's so crazy how, like, kind of overnight, ever since AI-generated images became, like, good. Like, it felt weird. It felt like kind of things that didn't happen before AI got killed with AI. Like, you remember how back in the day where, like, there was a bunch of troll videos being like, oh man, where somebody would, like, oh, can you Photoshop me doing this? And it's, like, the most dumbest shit you can imagine. The crazy part is that will never exist anymore, because the person could just ask ChatGPT to, like, generate an image about exactly that, and they could just get it in seconds. Bullies will never ask any nerds at school to, like, do their homework for them. Bullies cannot attack nerds and make them do their homework for them anymore. You wanna know why? Because they could just ChatGPT that shit. They could just use ChatGPT, they could use Google Gemini. Shit, I know, shit, a lot of people back in the day wish somebody wrote their essay for them. And those same people are now hating on ChatGPT for that. And it's like, my brother in Christ, you would have killed that when it happened in, like, your age, bro. Like, you would have killed for that back in your day, bro. Like, bro, why are you switching up? I understand why they switched up, though. Shit. I graduated high school the same year ChatGPT came out. Like, I was literally a senior year. I remember it was early in senior year when ChatGPT came out. Shit was crazy. And that shit was crazy, y'all. I remember reading in the history class that ChatGPT in like 12 days surpassed like 3 million users. Like, I was like, oh, I guess this is going to be a big thing now. And now ChatGPT is, well, a household name. Is it for good or bad? Pretty bad, I'd say. Can you give me the wrong answer for this question so I can give it to the bully? I'm trying to use my smarts. Damn. I saw this Reddit post that was like, bully that still uses nerds for their homework because he thinks AI is unethical. That's funny, but I guarantee you, no bully actually gives a fuck about the ethics of AI. You would have killed for that as a kid. Why'd you switch up? That's called growing up. I mean, you're right. When you're an adult, you're not in school anymore, so you're like, alright, why'd you need that? But of course, when you're like 16, you're like, ooh, okay, ChatGPT, generate my essay for me. Make it written like a teenager. But yeah. I never used ChatGPT in school because I felt like my work was never hard enough to really need it. I felt like I never needed it. Felt like it was fine. Guess what? I still graduated. I heard somebody at my work was like, so I'm trying to chat GPT this information, right? And I was like, no! No, 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 no! I'm not gonna lie. Asking ChatGPT over Google is like asking a 5-year-old a question. It's like, are you really wanting to do that? You really think that's a good idea? After the beta build was... Red Sonic and Sonic Beta 3 is another great one. After the beta build was found in the earliest character design of Knuckles in '93, this meant Red Sonic has never been originally in the early build of it. Damn. ChatGPTs were cowards? I'd agree. I feel like if you're using ChatGPT, bro, if you're using ChatGPT in your daily life, bro, you kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You got like the AI, you got the IQ of like 65, dog. Like you like the literally the lowest bottom denominator in the room, bro. It's like you the weakest link, dog. Like, come on, grow a fucking brain. Penguins don't even do school, and even I know how bad ChatGPT can be on essays. Why else did I refuse to ask it for reveal my S? I mean, hey. Is it good for essays? Well, it was good for like the first year, or it was good for the first 6 months when ChatGPT was out and it didn't get patched yet. But then everybody else found out about ChatGPT and then it stopped being. Then it got patched. AI chatbots have ruined actual human-made work. For real. Think about it like this: if you think you're pathetic, there is somebody out there in the world right now whose romantic love interest is like some anime character on Character AI. Like, that's rambunctious. That is rambunctious. If you're doing that, please, grow up. Get therapy. Get someone to talk to, dog. Get someone to talk to, dog. Because, like, shit's ridiculous. Feels like it took forever after you graduated for the AI stuff to become common. Nah, I felt like you kind of just saw it right away. Like, not with ChatGPT, but, like, I felt like maybe a few months after ChatGPT came out, I felt like you could definitely tell the AI stuff was happening. Shit, I remember in, like, one of the last few months... Shock dodge. I remember in the last few months of school, I remember my English teacher Like, this was, like, her last year before retiring, and she was also a college professor at the local university, or at the local, college. And she was like, man, there's this really nice guy, there's this really nice student of mine, and, like, I like him, man, but unfortunately, I found out the other day that he used an AI-generated essay on my thing, and I had to give him a 0, and I didn't want to, but I had to. And I was like, wow, it's crazy, it's already happening. Damn, the AI essay shit is already taking over. Can you imagine that one teacher in, like, October 2022? Like, seeing, like, the dumb kid in their class, like, turn in their essay, and all of a sudden, like, they get, like, Shakespeare reimagined. Like, can you imagine that? Like, being like, wow, this kid, he doesn't even know how to spell aerodynamics. He doesn't even know how to spell aerodynamics. Why the fuck is this? What the fuck? Huh. I guess he really can lock in. I told him. Today's Friday the 13th. I'm aware. You know why I gotta say that? I don't know. Like, if you are writing an essay by hand and you give it to your teacher professor, you have a good chance for it to be labeled AI generated. Yeah, I feel like most AI check to see if it's AI, like, things, like, online. Basically, it's just bullshit for the most part. Back in Sacrifice Day, people had to research it in books in order to plagiarize. I'd still say legit plagiarism is worse than AI. With AI, it's just like, okay, whatever, right? You AI that shit. Plagiarism is like, you took someone else's hard work and try to disguise that as your own dog. Like, what the fuck? What the? Why would you do that? Like, think, why would you do that? What if someone else plagiarizes someone else's day at work? That'd be interesting. Using AI is mass plagiarism with a fuck ton of environmental issues. Natural plagiarism from only one person is nothing compared to that. I mean, yeah, but like one person, it's like they put in their hard working effort. It's hard working effort. So if you're taking someone else's hard working effort and trying to mask it as your own, it's like, come on, bro. Really? It's like anybody can make an AI generated essay, but like the fact that you actually spend time trying to, like, you know, so you decided to actually spend time trying to, like, steal from that shit from somebody else's real hard work is a little crazy. Well, AI stole millions of people's effort. That is true. But I don't know. I feel like there's something that just makes it to where it's like I feel like it's not as bad as somebody else plagiarizing one other legitimate work. Woo! Shakalaka. I don't want to go to work today. I always say that. I don't mind work, but it's like it's usually I don't know. I don't want to go to work. I wanna just bed rot all day. Unfortunately, woe is me. Especially for Marius and myself. He was right. AI is L. I'm so excited for the AI bubble to pop. Everybody's saying that, but it's a matter of when will it pop. Or if it will pop. And the .com bubble did pop after a while. The NFT bubble did pop after a while. We're just now waiting for the AI bubble to pop. So we need to let it pop so RAM prices can actually go down. Oh my god, you're kidding! Why are we... Explain to me why we're still on this platform despite YouTube Studio having an inspiration tab, which is just AI giving ideas. One, most people aren't creators, so they don't even notice it exists. And number two, be genuinely honest. What other platform are you going to use besides YouTube? Because I know you're not going to use Instagram or TikTok. Most people don't even bother going on Twitch unless it's their favorite creator. What competitors does YouTube have? Because replacing platforms like this is easier said than done. Yes, Pearl actually said it to a T. If it was easier said than done, Blue Sky would have already replaced Twitter. But except that didn't happen. People just don't like moving. People just don't like moving platforms. Well, if we talking house hopping, some people love fucking house hopping for whatever reason. But if we talking moving platforms, people just don't want to move platforms. Like, people love the idea of moving platforms more than actually moving platforms. And also, I feel like the sad part is everything's gonna use AI in some way. Like, I feel like everything's using AI in some way. It's just based on who's less bad with it. And I say YouTube's less bad with it. And if we're talking about the YouTube ads, I have YouTube Premium, so I got nothing to say about that. I don't know why. I feel like YouTube always gets so much hate with with how much they do ads. Like, obviously, it's annoying, but like, people hate it so much when Twitch does it worse. And it's like, dog, we grew up with cable television. Why is it a problem when YouTube does it? Why is it a problem when YouTube shows like 1 or 2 ads? Even placing something like Twitter has yet to be full of success, and Twitter didn't have a monopoly on the present. YouTube does. Yeah. Like, everybody else does a YouTube replacement. Everyone else tried a YouTube replacement, and it just failed. And also, somebody on Twitter said it best. And I was talking about how Twitter was hard to replace. But somebody on Twitter said it best, and that is, the reason why YouTube succeeds while everybody else failed is just because the capital, right? Like, YouTube, you know how much money it costs to, like, run those servers? It's, like, fucking a lot. It's, like, a lot. Which is why, you know, Google backs them. It's why, well, Google owns them, but they got the backing of Google to let that not be a problem, right? Most, like, pretty much every other video creating website does not have that. I like how somebody tried to get out of there when it's like, nah, bro, that's not gonna work. The Courage Creator also stepped away for the slop and listened to fans. Yeah, I don't know what the Courage Creator was trying to do. I think somebody in the circle probably told him it was a good idea, and yeah, nah, it wasn't a good idea. My dad one time tried to tell me, yo, why don't you try doing like AI generated content and all of that, or like AI stuff on like YouTube? And I told him that'd be fucking stupid. I told him, hey, like, kind of using AI is like selling out. Using AI is the equivalent of selling out. And then he told me, you don't know that. And I was like, dog, I've seen other creators use AI and watch their audience leave in droves over it. Do you know what you're talking about? Why do you act like you know what you're talking about more than me, dog? Like, that pissed me off that day. Nothing pisses me off more than when people try and tell me about stuff about YouTube when it's very clear they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, that shit actually pisses me off. Because it's like, what the fuck do you know about this? You know what? If it's so fucking easy, you do it. You do it. Let's see you get as big as Mr. Beast. Let's see you get as big as any other creator in the niche. Cat Icarus said it best in terms of like trying to grow a creator. If you're only doing it just to get big, if you're doing it just to get big and you only care about like the stats and like the most effective way to do it, and like just that in general, and don't actually care about the art of YouTube, like if you don't care about like the art of YouTube, it's like every YouTuber in that niche is gonna recognize that. Every YouTuber in that niche is basically gonna see right through you, and you're basically gonna have a hard time growing. Like, if you're gonna use YouTubers, like, if you're gonna use, like, collaborators to try and get big, that's basically gonna be very hard for you, because every other YouTuber in that niche, they're basically gonna see right through you, and they're basically not gonna fuck with you. He joined a crypto a week ago, but got packed like crystal damn. Ah, that sucks. Like I said, I think what happened is somebody in his circle told him that AI was a good idea, and it's just like, yeah, nah. Okay, have you seen this video of human turning a dog and then back to a human? Freaky. That is AI. Now, he definitely knows when something's AI, but I don't know why the fuck he decided that was a good idea to tell me that. Like, I remember when that Coca-Cola Christmas ad came out, like, in, 2024, and he was like, basically trashing it. He was like, oh man, Coke's like, hey guys, we made this with AI. Yeah, we can tell, because it looks like dog shit. He said that, and then he tried to tell me to make, like, AI content for YouTube. And I was like, dog, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Remember when our parents told us to be careful when we listen to television, then we go to see them praise AI stop? Oh, God. Like, what the fuck happened? Did they all just agree to get lobotomized or something? Like, did they just collectively agree to just, like, submit, or, like, just conform to society, or just conform to just slop? Because what the fuck is happening? I remember they were so hard against photoshopped content. But they are just like... But the gates are fully open when it comes to AI for some reason. I don't know, people like that piss me off. I just see them as the lowest common denominator and just don't even, like, rock with them. Because I'm like, alright buddy, you're just gonna be lazy by doing that, dog. Why the fuck should I trust you with anything? Because one thing I also do notice is most people who use AI stuff like that are usually the least talented people you know. Like, it feels like if they're on the internet or anything, it feels like they're just like one step away from becoming like Darkside Phil or like Wings of Redemption. Like, that's like kind of the one good thing about the internet, is that the internet is basically, is that if you're a fucking dumbass, like if you're a dumbass or you're an asshole, the internet can actually collectively be like, hey dog, you're a fucking asshole, man. Like, you're a loser for doing that. And guess what? Because it's the internet, there's nothing stopping them. You can't silence them or anything. And if you do try and silence them, it will make it worse. That's what I like about the internet, because it actually exposes terrible people when it's prompted. Oh, sorry, Chewy, right there. Remember I was gonna say something, but... oh yeah, I remember somebody also said it best. Somebody also said something kind of funny, or kind of, it's like similar to that. Person who's 3 tweets away from being a lolcow. Guys, we should bring back bullying. And it's true, because most people who do say it like that, like fully unironically, are like basically 3 tweets away from becoming just like Darkside Phil and Rings of Redemption. We're probably not as infamous as them, but they're basically on the same path as them. At least there's one thing AI can't take over: making mods for games, unless someone is idiotic enough to be like, I'll let ChatGPT randomly retexture everything. Yeah, AI can't really take over games, and if it does, well, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, no, that's just dog shit. What about the AI short film that's supposed to be on AFC theaters? Well, that's just garbage. It's slop. It's slop. I like how Coke made, like, kind of like a response, or not Coke, but I like how Pepsi did, like, kind of like an inadvertent response to the Coke AI ads, and that is by actually using a real legitimate human-made ad for the Coke bear, but for Pepsi. I thought that was kind of I thought that was kind of I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, Pepsi has the Pepsi could do the funniest thing ever, and guess what? They did the funniest thing ever, and that was actually use a human-made ad to combat Coke. Shit, in fact, I'm actually drinking a prebiotic Pepsi right now. It's basically, imagine if Pepsi was just a little bit worse. I bought 2 8-packs, or I bought 3 8-packs, because I genuinely thought this shit was gonna be awesome, and that shit was just so underwhelming. Like, I'm just drinking it just so I can get rid of the pack now, basically. Oh boy, 3 laps of the unpainted desert. Yep. Yeah, they'll bring back bullying thing for many reasons. Biggest being that it never left, it still happens. Yeah. I feel like the biggest time it left was like the last couple years of the 2010s. Because what I noticed is, I feel like online bullying, was like really big during the Leafiest Year era, and once that era kind of fell off, like I felt like everybody was embracing a lot of like, they were embracing a lot of internet positivity, and I feel like everybody was talking about like be cringe and be free and all that, and it's like, I feel like you stop seeing cringe compilations, you stop seeing like try not to cringe challenges. It felt like kind of fun to like see all this positivity, and I feel like it did come back. I feel like it did came back in the pandemic, like with like TikTok and all that, or just social media and all that. And what is it? What was I saying? Like, that was, I'd say, is the only period of time bullying kind of left, but other than that, it never really left. Bullying kind of never really left. It's always been a thing. You went from Kylo Ren to the right thing. You went from Team Coca-Cola to Team Pepsi. We need to bring back shame. Shame has always been a thing that's been kind of existed. It never fully left, showed itself to fewer demographics of people, basically. But I always hate the people who are like, man, we should like bring back bullying and all that, because it's like they are the same exact type of people who think they can just like diss. They're the same type of people who think they can like diss whatever they want without repercussion, and actually get surprised when there's a tiniest bit of setback. It's like, dog, how you gonna claim you tough while you acting like a bitch about it? It's always weird to me. Like, that was always something that's always weird to me. I don't know, some things are really... I don't know, it's always funny seeing, like, somebody who acts like a tough guy, or somebody who acts like a tough person in general get, like, bitched out over something. It's like, dog, if you're so tough, bro, why are you acting like that? Why are you acting so weird about this? Oh! Come on. You thinking this has better range, but it just doesn't. Oh, it still got Pearl, though. I've seen too many people use Twitter as personal journal, don't realize that digital footprints exist. You know, I can understand that. I feel like some people are way too personal, but in a way, Twitter is kind of just like a personal journal in a way. At the same time, I do admit some people are way too public with it. What I say, goddamn. Oh, sorry, Wiggler, and he's still in front of me. Oh, helicopter, helicopter. Nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that hit you, gank. Oh, go fuck off! He had the bullet bill! Oh my god! You're joking. You're fucking joking. He had the bullet bill in first? Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Oh my lord, and he's about to win. Oh my god. That Bazette guy was really in back. You kept that for a whole 2 laps. Oh my lord. I thought I was gonna have some, like, a pretty good advantage, but then, you know, of course you had that. Like, let's be real. You do realize any employee can look through your Twitter and not hire you because that King plays you did 10 months ago, right? I mean, for most people, just create like a separate email, separate from like your main one, and like basically, I think you'd be fine. But obviously, don't leak like your real name and all that. Also, I know Sir Nerd's not projecting because I follow him on Twitter and he follows me on Twitter, and yeah, he has not done anything like that. Sir Nerd is not the type of dude to be king posting. Hell nah. I know that is not in his favor. That is not something he does. Time to do the route everyone hates. Koopa Troopa Beach, the Peach Stadium. Oh god, the paperclip. Oh no, this is not the paperclip. Oh, I realized Subspace is doing like a 10-year special video. And I know it's a video because it said premiere, so awesome sauce. Oh, okay, somebody just stole that, okay. Okay, chat. Which is worse, Koopa Troopa Beach to Desert Hills or Koopa Beach to Peach Stadium? Peach Stadium, I'd still say, is such a mid-track. You wanna know what really makes it mid? Or you wanna know what really makes it mid? The track placement. This is the track before Rainbow Road. And it feels like a Mushroom Cup track. This feels like the first or second track you would get in the game. This feels like the first or second track you would get on the game to basically showcase like how the game works and what the game can really do and this and that. This does not feel like a Special Cup track. Peach Stadium feels like a true finale of the game despite Rainbow Road's role. Really? 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 It's interesting. I can kind of see that with like the music. But like at the same time, it's like, really? Is it finale of Knockout Tour? Damn, it's the last track ever on Knockout Tour. Damn. Maybe I can kind of see it. But at the same time, it's just like track design wise, it does not feel like a Special Cup track. Like it just feels like a Mushroom Cup track. And the reason why this matters is because like the Special Cup is supposed to be used for like unique and cool maps, not like, you know, kind of like the maps you would get on like the very first cup. That and the crowd cheering everyone as you race. Yeah, but at the same time, would you consider Mario Kart Stadium like a true finale to Mario Kart 8 because of that? Yes? You're probably the first person to say that. Like, everybody just saw Mario Kart Stadium as, like, you know, the track to base, as, like, you know, the track to base to show you the ropes in Mario Kart 8. Basically show off the anti-gravity and all that. That first cup was basically just showing off the anti-gravity. They went so hard on the anti-gravity to not even bring it back in the next game. That's fucking crazy. I don't know, it's so fascinating to me. Nintendo would introduce a gimmick and then just be like, never mind, next game. Like, what the, okay, what was that even about, dog? Let me know when Formula 1 and NASCAR decides raced on the track akin to dry burnout. I mean, track layout-wise, probably not. But, of course, not similar to dry burnout because of, you know, lava shit. Welcome, Onyx, to the stream. Am I doing Jamboree tomorrow? Probably not. I got work at 4 and only 4, so probably not. Probably not gonna do Jamboree until like maybe next, or well, probably after Sunday. So I would agree, replace Mario Bros. Circuit with Peach Stadium. They have a track akin to Peach Stadium, another circuit, boom. They have a track akin to Peach Stadium with another circuit, boom, perfect game. If you replace Mario Bros. Circuit with Peach Stadium, I actually do, in terms of like where they are in the cups, like I do, like, or if you replace Mario Bros. Circuit with Peach Stadium, as like put Peach Stadium in Mushroom Cup, I think it would be fine. Like, I'd be like, alright, for a Mushroom Cup track, it's fine. The best way to describe it is, like, imagine... Actually, the best way to describe it... Imagine if they put Toad Circuit in Mario Kart 7 as, like, the track before Bowser Castle in Rainbow Road. You wouldn't have been like, what? Really? Really? Putting a track like that this late in the game? What? Oh, you hate your husband's home, Skipper? He says it in the essay that he says it's gonna come out, but we don't know when. He's just stalling at this point. Like, I don't even know why. Oh, speaking of Skipper, how are you doing in Persona 5? Did you beat Futaga's Palace? You wanted Kowalski's opinion. Alright, I want to. Well, can you tell Kowalski to hurry up, dog? Like, I know your ass ain't making the second Penguins of Madagascar movie. Although a second Penguins of Madagascar movie would be fire, but come on, we all know that's not happening. Bye, Onyx. I'm in first. How long? Oh, okay, that guy. Oh, fuck off. Go fuck off. back up. It's always science this, science that with him. Maybe I should place him with Dawkins. Nah, I'd say, who cares about Dawkins? Bro, why you like Dawkins so much, bro? I goddamn, you love Dawkins more than Pearl loves Pearl Steven Universe, dog. Like, dog, you're the only Shaq's Garage fan. What you talking about, Willis? God damn, bro. God damn, you love Dawkins more than Futaba loves bed rotting. He's the Nato of the show, you said it yourself? I mean, hey, if he's like the best character out of a very shitty show, or if he's the best character out of a very bad cast, I guess. Chat, we all rocking with Nato from Persona 4. We can all admit that she's the best party member besides you. Bro. Taiko if he was added into Persona 4. Taiko if he was added into Persona 4. Huh. I'm very fascinated with this Teddy character. That's crazy. Oh wow, we actually got a full lobby. Let's go. Welcome, live Yoshi fan, to the stream. Sure, he's neat. Nato is cool. Come on, let's go. Teddy made Nato suffer big time. What do you mean he made Nato wear some super pad? Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot Teddy made everyone do that. Oh my god, Teddy's like a full-on, like, terrorist for even, like, implementing that. Oh my god, you wanna know the worst part? That and the fucking hot spring scenes was the exact same fucking day. Why the fuck was the exact same fucking day? They had, like, back-to-back horrible shit. Back-to-back stinkers. Oh, God. Yo, fuck Teddy. Fuck Ronnie 2K. And, fuck Tyke. I also looked up Penny Arcade comics. You wanna know the craziest thing? They are still making Penny Arcade comics. Like, there are still brand new comics being made every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Penny Arcade. The comic Taiko is from. Who is keeping up with Penny Arcade comics in the Big 26? Did you all know Taiko is also was so big back in his heyday? He had his own video game. Not even joking. He has his own video game on Steam. When did Penny Arcade start? I think in like 2004 or something. Like 2003, 2004. Like somewhere in very early. Made her better in 2026. Oh god, came in with the heaters already. Are you doing great in game? Doing good? I just talked about Tycho, because I was like, you wanna know the crazy part? There's still, Tycho's from Penny Arcade, which is a comic, and guess what? They're still making Penny Arcade comics, like in 2026. Who's reading them in 2026? Like, who, like, what? And did y'all know Penny Arcade was so big back in the day? Penny Arcade was so big back in the day that it had its own video game. Not joking. If you go look it up on Steam, you can buy it right now for like $11. Let me look it up on Steam right now. Oh god, I saw the front page on Steam. Oh my god, do not show Tycho Uba Musume. Do not show Tycho that shit. I'm not surprised. I mean, Shaq's Garage can have an arcade game. Hold on. Penny Dreadful? Cassette Beats? Okay, but imagine if Penny, had an arcade and, Penny made Tycho. But yeah, chat, look! $11! I could buy this for a combined $11. So I could buy it for $14, but I could save $3 if I could just buy Tycho's video game right here. What is it, you may ask? It came out 2008, by the way. This came out in 2008. So, create your characters classic. Join Gabe and Tycho in the alternate 1920 universe of New Arcadia. Oh my lord. Chat, we all buying that? Chat, we all buying that? Last race and then you gotta get dinner. Awesome sauce. New Arcadia, yeah. That's crazy. It is. So chat. Who's trying to play the Penny Arcade video game? I think I'd rather hop on Game Mode Garage and go to the world's first ever home garage, Shaq's home garage console. What is the game about? Apparently it's a RPG, a turn-based RPG. And Tycho and his buddy Gabe are set in the 1920s. It is a steampunk turn-based RPG with Tycho as the main character. Does that not sound exciting? Y'all probably like, no, 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 no. Like a fucking Michael Jordan kid. Persona 4 had a competition back in 2008? Yeah. In 2008, you either had to buy Persona 4 or the Penny Arcade Tycho game. 2008 was such a stacked year. Holy shit, it is the most stacked year in gaming history. How did that Game of the Year winner come out every single week during the recession? How the fuck did that happen? Wait, $10 the game as well? Yeah. It's barely 12. It's $12 for the combined pack. So who's trying to play it? I know Sir Nerd definitely wants to see it. I know Pearl definitely wants to see that. Chat, is any game just better if it has Tycho in it? Yo, can you imagine Mario Kart if it had Tycho in it? I mean, shit. Nintendo already has a great connection with packs anyway. Might as well include it. Wow, I just got first to 20. What did Greg say? I want to see him again. I want to see him again. I want to see again. I said, I know, Sir Nerd definitely wants to see the Tycho video game playthrough. Bro, that 15-minute stretch in that stream where Tycho said like 3 weird remarks about animals within 15 minutes was fucking crazy. Like that was weird, bro. That was crazy. The fact that he did that unprompted is crazy. On God, nobody told him to say that. By the way, he just decided to go ramble about animals and shit. What was he saying about animals? Just go look at the stream yourself. That's all I could say. As animals, we do not want that. Well, if you're an animal, do not go anywhere near Tycho. I'll just say that. Welcome, Joseph, to the stream. Glad you could stop by. How you doing? You take 2 firsts in a row in a second. Take care. See you later, Onyx. He's dominating. Damn. DK pass. I guess people want to race on that. Would you rather Tycho yap animals or... Ah, jeez. It's so embarrassing. Oh, God. That's how I asked who's worse. Hitler or Stalin. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow, I don't know. Wow, that's bad. I don't know, man. Wow. Neither? Yeah, neither. That's the one time where you might as well pick neither. Bro, the Brandon one, that's just so cringe. It's so cringe. While the Tycho one, it's just horrifying to hear. It is actual horrifying. So after this, I need another drink. I'm thirsty. Bro, earlier today, my Spotify asked me the dumbest question ever. It asked me, were you at the recent BBONOS concert the other day? Were you at the recent Baby No Money concert the other day? And I was like, why the fuck would I ever go to a BBNOS concert? Why would I go to a Baby No Money concert? Bro, Baby No Money single-handedly ruined the reputation of Smiling Friends. Oh my god. I wonder how long I'll stay at work. Not too long, but we'll see. I'm tired, but I've been up since 8 a.m. and I gotta go to work in an hour, so can't sleep now. Can't take a power nap. If I take a power nap, my body's gonna go into like caffeine mode. Should I already drink another energy drink at 8 p.m. or at 8 a.m.? Should I have another one? Is it time to get another one? I don't know if my body's gonna crash. You know what they say, max that shit out to the limit. No? Honestly. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Gang, I do not blame you in the slightest. No, 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 no. I could never wake up at 8 a.m. and then stay and wait till I go to work at 4 or 5. I'm gonna sleep all I can and wake up an hour before to work. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you. Greg, you seem like the type of guy to play with Masume. Bro, why would you say that? Why would you say that? You know who's definitely the type? Tycho. Tycho. Why are you saying that I like cookies? Because I play Persona 5X? Nah, I don't play with Masume. I feel like I don't play out of spite. Like, everybody's glazing that game. I don't think that game's that good. Like, we can all be honest. We're all grown. Like, we can all admit that game wasn't that good. Every animal when Tycho exists. Survival chances have dropped to negative 2%. Oh, Sky Sunday, come on. Schedule. Okay, seems good. Well, I've been saying I like goats, and nobody's been saying that. So-called free thinkers with a 3-lap map. You would play it if you know how to pronounce it. I would not play it. You want to know why? Because I don't see the appeal in that. Well, I see the appeal in that game, and that is people just like anime girls. So-called free thinkers when anime girls. Like, motherfuckers love anime girls than they do their own girlfriend. True, for real. You know, since Fire Emblem Shadows already turned Linz into a horse girl, they could port that into Mommy. Oh, you know what? Who cares if I say it right? Like, why does it matter? Uma Musume, easy collab. A collab I'd hate, but still. But yeah, that sounds like an easy collab. Like, would Nintendo say yes, though? They would not say yes. If they can't even get Metroid into Fortnite... If Nintendo's saying no to Metroid in Fortnite, it's not happening. Just call it the Uma game at this point. For real. What the fuck? I tried to do the wall thing. Why didn't it work? Uma Musume for Switch. I don't see the appeal of that game. At the end of the day, it's just watching horse race girls and dialogue. The only thing you can have inputs that stuff. No, it's basically just gambling. Just like how you gamble on a real horse race. And to that, I have to say, at that point, you might as well go gamble on a real fucking horse race. And if it's just horse girls, which is just human or girls with like human anatomy racing on 2 legs like humans, just go watch track. Just go to a track race. Go to like some track race, whatever it is, like a professional one, a high school one. Go see one at like that at that point. Like, what's the, like, why even bother? Might as well gamble on the Olympics. At that point, you actually might as well gamble on the Olympics. Gambling on real horses costs way more. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, hey, we're gonna drop money. What if they only did real horse gambles with mutuals? That way you can set a range. I don't know what to say to that. Uma is pronounced how it looks, and there's clearly no I anyway. I hate when you say it's pronounced how it looks. No, I don't know how it looks, okay? I'm pronouncing it how it looks, and I'm getting hated for it, so. Uma Musome? Uma Musame. Alright. Okay. Oh my god, come on! There we fucking go. There we go. God damn. You know what I'm not excited for? In Persona 4 Revival, when they eventually have to recreate that day. That day with the hot spring scene and the competition. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. Oh god, that's ooh, I'm not excited for that. Alright, there we go. I was checking Twitter. They could remove it. Remove what? Oh, they could remove it? Oh, yeah, no. They could oh, I know what you're talking about. The Persona 4 thing. They could remove it? They could remove it, but it's Persona. You know that ain't gonna happen. Teacher's acting day. That day was just goddamn nothing but goddamn. That day was nothing good came out of it. Why is 3D Land Beach team playing when you're at snow? Yeah, no, Chad, that's gonna be bad. What is room ID? We aren't doing room IDs. Oh, so wait. Oh shit! I realized I gotta go to work. So yeah. After this race, I'll go in the Nakator. I'll do 2 Nakator games and then I'll call it. For those who care, reminded that big run starts later today. Well, I know Morgan cares. I think he'd send a cruise missile to your house if you ever disrespect Salmon Run. Yeah, it does start today. Fuck. Chat's more. This chat's not active. It's because everybody's on the game. I'm on the game, cuz. I'm on the game. I'm on the game, cuz. Topped out for this round? Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, after this, I'll let you play Nakator. I was AFK because I was cleaning my controller. I had, like, some, like, grease on me because I was getting fried, so... Or not grease. Was it grease? Yeah, I'd say it was grease. I don't know too much about that situation, so. What do you think will happen if I give to Kaiko a Switch and a copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons? He'd love it. Love it. Taiko's probably the only person who loves Birdo more than Pearl. Chak, why didn't they add Czech City, USA, or Foldsville to this game? This game was a map, right? Like, why didn't they add Foldsville or Czech City, USA? Like, Taiko. Well, sometimes he could be. Well, he seemed like a chill guy. Wasn't there somebody else? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Angelo. Angelo was freaked out by Birdo's existence. Like he was like, what the fuck is this, dog? Angelo is freaked out by Birdo's existence. Meanwhile, Taiko's freaky towards Birdo. I like how Taiko seemed chill for most of the game. Then you mentioned animals, and then he just goes on a deep tangent about them, and then it's just like, okay. I thought of something funny, but like, it's like impossible to explain. Alright, here we go. Nakator. Is that the same Joseph? Is that Bitty Buddy as Joseph. Is that the real Joseph? Chat, y'all saw the new Yoshi game's 20 gigabytes? Why is it even 20 gigabytes? Like, why is it even 20 gigabytes? Chat, think about this moment. We're gonna live in time when Grade 56 does a video about a Shaq Rise reference before Uma Musume reference. It's gonna be, interesting. Wish he has that many creatures to research? I don't know, man. We'll have to see. It's... Hey, you keep playing cards while I continue to keep thinking about playing cards. All I can say about that. Shout out cards, I guess. Yeah. Shout out Poker Night at the Inventory. I have not had that much fun in the game within a minute. Not gonna lie, I did have fun playing Mario Tennis Fever, but if you want the actual reason the game is using... Okay. Alright, welcome Morgan to the stream. Glad you could stop by. If you want the actual reason the game is using sprites for animation, which requires a bunch of frames and animations, those have to be high res. Oh yeah, they gotta be 4K. Is the Wario Land shaking for the Mario Age? What was the deal with Wario Land Chicken? I don't know what happened with that game. What? Did it just have like a cool art style, or was it like so much gigabytes for a game that didn't need it that much, or where on paper it doesn't need it that much? Cards Deltarune? Sure. You're gonna see Tycho in there. You're gonna see Max in there. You're gonna see Heavy in there. You're gonna see everybody in there. Wait, oh! Nice save! Oh my god, that was an epic save. Oh my god, that was like epic rap battles of history type shit. Wario Land Shake It has the fuck ton of sprites because it was hand-drawn animation for its art style. Ah, gotcha. Kind of like Cuphead, right? Look it up, it's beautiful. Damn. Shoutouts to Rundance, Hathi, Clover, and of course Lancer. Can you give a shout out to Tycho though? Can you give a shot? Can you at least give a shout out to Strongbad though? Do you think Strongbad would fit in the Deltarune universe? Actually, yo Morgan, you gonna get Poker Night in the Inventory? That game is like peak, man. That game is at its peak. That game is peak, dog. Like it's only like $10 on the Switch. Like shit's peak. I think Max would fit in the Deltarune universe better. I agree. Like Max, I feel like he would be like he's very chaotic. I feel like he'd fit. Heavy would not fit in there because, well, the game would only end in 15 minutes. Woo! Heavy and Sasha, just unstoppable. You don't know if you'll get the game? Damn. I recommend it. It doesn't have online multiplayer, but for offline, it's fucking awesome. It is still it's still probably one of the best games of the year for me. Like, it's just so fun. Undertale and Deltarune have guns. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. If I want to play an offline game, Wii Music's right there. Yeah, but think about it. It's the better offline game. Ooh. So, I got no speed items! Yes, I somehow managed to win right there. Okay, but chat. Are y'all buying the Yoshi game? Probably, for me, probably not. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really interest me too much. Maybe someday. Maybe. For me, like I said, I don't know. Probably not. I don't really care for it. I wouldn't be ashamed if Yoshi game ended up releasing near May 27th. Wait, I will be buying because I love Yoshi. I do hope it's close to Wally World and gameplay, not Crafter World. What happened in Crafter World? I heard Wally World was awesome. I heard Crafter World was like more of a mixed response. Actually, chat, I got a question. At GameStop, I decided to buy Yoshi's New Island used on 3DS. Was that a W or an L? I think I already asked that before. I don't know. I feel like Yoshi's New Island on paper, I feel like you should hear nothing but good things, but it feels like I've heard nothing but not good things about Yoshi's New Island. Bad soundtrack gameplay is just playing the same stage 5 times over. Okay, and wow, I had a bully bill and then I got wiped out. How the fuck did I not get wiped out? Oh, Crafter World's bad soundtrack gameplay is just playing the same stage 5 times over. Is that Crafter World or New Island, or is it basically both? Magic Green starts in S Super Mario Galaxy 2, but you do it 5 times over. Ooh. Ugh. Yeah, it doesn't sound too fun. You wanna know my favorite part? Yoshi's Woolly World was announced. Yoshi's Woolly World was announced via a Sakurai Miiverse post. Like, Woolly World, like, he was like, oh yeah, by the way, one of the new stages, the game not even announced yet. It's for Yoshi's Woolly World. It hasn't been announced yet, but here it is. And it's like, okay. No, it was announced. I felt like it was it not announced before the release of Smash 4? Was Yoshi's Woolly World not announced before the release of Smash 4? I'm very confident it's not announced yet. Lock in. Woolly World released after Smash Bros. That's what I'm saying. Didn't they announce Woolly World via Smash Bros? Like, didn't they announce it via Smash Bros? Like I was saying, like Sakurai said that they was promoting that the new stage is going to be a game not coming out until after Smash Bros. And in fact, it wasn't even announced. I think I remember that. I remember you made a Miiverse post about that. You said Woolly World in Smash Bros. Before the game was even known. Yeah, like, oh, that is what I said. Was it, or was it still known? Was it like publicly known, or was it just like leaks and all that? Alright, after this, I'm gonna do one more game that I have to go to work, unfortunately. And look at that! We won! Game was known. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. It was announced January 2013. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that is on me. Okay. I never heard of Yoshi's Woolly World until I booted up Smash Bros. I was like, Yoshi's Woolly World? What is that? And then like after that is when they started like the release promotion process of Yoshi's Woolly World. Alright. Do one more race and then I gotta go to work. So Robbie Drummond had his 44th birthday the other day. The funniest part is Goro Akechi is also Badooz. Or no, he's also Sway Sway in Breadwinners. Sway Sway in Breadwinners and Goro Akechi are the same person. Favorite part of Wally's World Dev Time was that they showcased the game to look like Epic Art, just beautiful moments here, and then got shown again and it looked completely different. Rare moment where they showcased the prototype as a reveal. Damn. Wonder what made them switch from the Epic Art design to the Wally World design. They probably just thought, alright, it probably looked better. Let's also utilize the Wii U's graphics. Well, we could probably persist like a lot of shit. Still in first again. Okay, Cherry's in here, so Cherry's probably gonna humble me. But we got Chester V in there, the 5th Chester. Not the Chester 1 of 4. Not a Breadwinners mentioned? Think about it like this. In order for the building blocks of Robbie Drummond being Goro Akechi, he had to be Sway Sway in Breadwinners. Is Breadwinners a good cartoon? Hell fucking nah, bro. I'd rather pull up on fucking... Bro, I'd rather watch... Bro, I'm not even joking. I think watching Brandon's Persona 5 series is more enjoyable than watching Breadwinners. Breadwinners is actual dog shit. You can't convince me that's a good show. Like, it could be your guilty pleasure, sure, but don't try and convince me that was always a good show. That show was always trash. That show was always worse than Anthony Davis' hairline. It does not take 3 months to change the Wii U colors from white to black. Damn. And it took 3 months to come out in the US with EU and Japan coming out earlier? Damn. Or why that happened. I wonder why that name sounds familiar. He voiced the edgy guy in 3 Houses. Damn. So he voices Goro Akechi and he voices Sway Sway. That is just like the most... That is the craziest thing ever. What do you mean Sway Sway from Breadwinners? What do you mean Goro Akechi voices Sway Sway? What do you mean a guy who voices pretty, like, good edgy characters voices fucking Sway Sway, dog? Like, that is 2 completely different people. Bro, if Goro Akechi were to meet Sway Sway, he would slime him the fuck out. Like... Sway Sway's not being alive anymore, simply put. The chat, Tomodachi Life. He also did voice in the Loud House. I think every voice actor did voice in the Loud House. Your favorite voice actor has probably done voice in the Loud House at some point. Fucking Sayu, the voice of fucking Arahiko, the boxer in Persona 3, did a cameo, did like a small voice role in the Loud House as like a background character. My thought was, dog, your rank can't be this high to do this, bro. Like, you don't need to be on the Loud House. It doesn't need to be on the Loud House. Chad, I generally do hope Loud House gets canceled. I mean, it sucks to lose Jaws. At the same time, that fan base, man, needs to die, bro. That fan base needs nothing but pain and suffering. But chat, y'all ready for the new Tomodachi Life that's about to come out in April? Welcome, Pangu, to the stream. Glad you could stop by. Give us a demo. You know they're not going to give us a demo. You know they're just going to wait until it comes out. Okay, I was last one in. Let's go. So, chat, are y'all ready for the Salmon run today? Or are y'all ready for the big run today? Like I said, I kind of forgot about it, but at the same time, hey, it's a big run. When's the next time they're going to do it? Probably in June? Yes? You excited for it? Awesome. You're going to be hopeful they give us a demo for 3DS? I remember I told this story, but like I gave Eon and Tomodachi Life. And the Tomodachi Life physical game, I think if you pre-order it, you get 2 codes you can give to a friend. And the code is the Tomodachi Life demo, but it includes a panda suit specifically for that version of the demo, and I gave it to Eon, and that's how Eon got into Tomodachi Life. I put Eon on to Mario Party. Mario Party 9 was like his first Mario Party game, I think. Was that a good idea? I'll let y'all decide that. I put him on to Tomodachi Life. I put that motherfucker on, bro. I put him on. Our condolences for him regarding Mario Party 9? Nah, you tripping. Mario Party 9 was pretty good. What you mean? It's every 3 months? Gotcha. James Pond? A pond? Oh my god. Yes! Snipe that motherfucker. The Bond's name. I wish Dry Bones had some costumes. Like, that'd be kind of nice. I'd rather James Pond than James Blonde. Too rude, bro. Yap about anything else. What could you be talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? So you know what I'm talking about? This win. Win first. The first time I'll raise. And he immediately shuts it down. Oh no, we're on the part where basically the standings are basically finalized. No! Okay, the Shaq's Garage character who's voiced by Vegeta, yeah, he yaps about James Blonde like all the time. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, why am I not getting a drift? Why am I not getting... That was like a perfect roll. Isn't Yuri Lowenthal VA in a Persona game because he's in cassette beats? Yeah, he is. He voices Yosuke. God. He also voices Makoto Yuki in the OG version of Persona 3. No, damn it, I missed. Got third though. Also, Mark fired up. Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal is actually a pretty big voice actor. Voices the main antagonist? Ooh, interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go out right here just because I got work. I know it sucks. I know it sucks. What was that last game? I got top 4. But yeah, we're gonna call it right here. I don't know why I was silent for a minute. I think I was checking something out. But yeah, we're gonna call it right here. It gotta work. And yeah, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Come on, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.